Okay, hello. We're trying something new today with this YouTube Live. We'll see how this goes, and maybe this is something that I can implement more in the future. I wanted to send out a quick astrology update as well as a promotion for a workshop I'm going to be doing this approaching Saturday, September 30th on the transits of Jupiter and Saturn, of which all of the funds raised will be donated to supporting Puerto Rico following the recent devastating hurricanes and now major flooding that has basically wiped out the whole island of Puerto Rico. And so we'll talk more about that workshop and what I will be offering with that. But first of all, I wanted to share some things about the astrology that I didn't really get to in my last astrology video. And so this is going to be a little bit of an update. I wasn't feeling perfectly content with that video. It's pretty common for me to be a perfectionist, but there's some things that I left out that I certainly want to address. And this is a highly Virgonian time. You know, we can be definitely experiencing themes of perfectionism, inadequacy, disappointment in our own actions and hobbies and choices, as well as others. And so I'm going to pull up my little astrology software here, and hopefully you can see it. Let's see, hopefully everyone can see this. I have no idea what's going on, if people can chat or anything like that, but we're just going for it. Okay, so what's happening right now, first of all, beginning with what I failed to mention last time, is we're at the equinox point. So, oh, okay, lots of issues. All right, never mind about that. So we had our fall equinox a couple days ago, September 22nd, and this is the point where the sun enters the sign of Libra, and this always has to do with balance. It's really this opportune time where the equator is aligned with the sun's incoming rays. There's equal night and day, and this always goes along with themes of balance, trial and error, seeing what's going on and working on us, and adjustment. Now, particularly right now, there's this highly Virgo opposing Neptune in Pisces themes that are going on right now. And this Pisces-Virgo polarity is always important when these dynamics and themes come up, because we are still in the age of Pisces, the sub-age of Virgo. And so in particular, I find these Virgo-Pisces polarities, as well as the Cancer-Capricorn polarity, are always highly relevant to the current age, Cancer-Capricorn in particular, because we have the nodes of Jupiter, Saturn, and Pluto along the Cancer-Capricorn cusp. Now, we have these three inner planets, Mercury, Mars, Venus, in Virgo, opposing Neptune, and this is bringing up this equinox balancing theme. And today we have Mars at 12 degrees Virgo, opposite to Neptune, 12 degrees Pisces. Now, these opposition aspects are always a challenge of bringing two completely opposite dimensions together, forming a bridge, which is again the theme with the sun in Libra, bridging, forming bonds, connections, connecting with other people. Certainly Jupiter completing its transit of Libra this next month is really about culminating and completing this nearly year-long phase of finding out what we really value, what we want to share, and connecting with others in hopefully innovative, progressive, groundbreaking ways with this Jupiter-Uranus opposition, which is going to be exact this Thursday. This is a very exciting, fast-paced time, and this is a very innovative, electrically charged period with this Uranus-Jupiter opposition. There can be groundbreaking realizations, discoveries, fast-paced opportunities to move into new dimensions with new ideas. And this is a time of exploring how these ideas are going, or how well they are not really effectively going. And so Mercury has been opposite to Neptune these last several weeks. And this is this period of really figuring out our ideas, exploring our dreams. And with this Virgo opposite to Pisces, there can be a lot of detachment, a lot of potential isolation, noticing the vast distance between what we're actually doing and actualizing in our lives, what we're doing on a moment-to-moment, practical, three-dimensional basis. Virgo has to do with our schedule, our routines, our actual human services in actual measurable life. And so we talked a lot about this in the last video, but Virgo really measures, particularly Mercury in Virgo is highly analytical, measuring what is working and what isn't. And this period with these three planets in Virgo is really a time where we can be noticing everything that's not working perfectly. We can be noticing our own shortcomings. We can be noticing a sense of lack, how we are not perfectly achieving or living in our dreams or living in a world that reflects back opportunities for these dreams to happen. Yeah, Virgo is the sign where we have the opportunity to point out our flaws, our shortcomings, our imperfections. It's important that we do not go down into self-masochism, into inadequacy, into a sense of failure because we're not perfect, which is the easy tendency with Virgo. But certainly these themes can be coming up. With Mars opposite to Neptune today in particular, there can be a sense of being stuck, of not having energy, of not having direction, of uncertainty in terms of what we are doing and how we are connecting with others. And these challenges and these themes are inviting us, Jupiter opposite to Uranus, to invent new ways of doing this, new ways of connecting with others, new people that we're connecting with, representing new ideas, new teachings, so on and so forth. But this is also a time in relationships where we can be experiencing potential shortcomings, all that is ideal and all that is lesser than ideal. With Venus having just moved into Virgo last Tuesday, September 19th, and forming an opposition to Neptune, which is going to be exact this coming Friday, the 29th. We see this Venus opposite to Neptune, and then in my next astrology video on the full moon in Aries that will be early September, we'll talk about this Venus-Mars conjunction, which is a huge opportunity for us to really recourse our direction in relationships, get down to business, and really find what our true role, our true service is with the other and how we are directing and spending our own creative sexual energy, what we value and what we consider as important. Now, something else that I forgot to mention in my last video that was leading me to feeling all these Virgonian themes of imperfection and inadequacy is that Pluto is changing direction. The same day that Jupiter is opposite to Uranus, exact this Thursday, September 28th, Pluto stationing direct, 16 degrees Capricorn. When Pluto changes direction, which happens approximately twice every year. Pluto is retrograde approximately half of the time. And when Pluto changes direction, there can be tremendous upheaval, transformation. Sometimes this is a tumultuous and intense period as fast-paced transformation and evolution happens in a short amount of time through an experience of intensity. Now we see the moon is going to join Pluto this coming, Thursday and Friday, and these are periods of intensity, getting down to business, all of these planets in Virgo. Now, I believe a mistake I made in my last video was talking about Vesta in Cancer. Vesta is not in Cancer. Vesta is in Libra. I'm not sure if I said that or why I did, But Vesta in Libra is really an opportunity, joined with the sun this approaching weekend, for us to connect with others in devotional, helpful, practically uplifting and inspiring ways. And that was certainly the theme of last week's video. But I did want to mention, in addition, some of these Virgo opposite to Neptune transits is showing us the imperfections of our own habits, creative spending of energy, how we are directing our energy with Mars opposite to Neptune. Shortcomings and inadequacies in ourself as well as in relationships. Understanding that each other, us all, human beings, are not perfect. We are all on a journey of learning and exploring. And this is going to also be foreshadowing and opening up the years to come as Jupiter is culminating and completing its nearly year-long transit of Libra, moves into Scorpio on October 10th and remains there through November of 2018. And then Saturn here in Sagittarius in the next couple months is going to be completing its nearly 2.5-year transit of Sagittarius and move into Capricorn, as we see here at the very end of December 2017, and remains in Capricorn until December of 2020. And so I also am going to be doing this workshop. Again, that's this Saturday, September 30th, 1 p.m. Eastern Time. And you can view the link in the information below to sign up for this workshop and get some more information. It's a live online workshop, but it will also be recorded for those who cannot attend. And again, all the proceeds of the tickets sold from this workshop is all going to be donated to hopefully some charities and organizations restoring Puerto Rico, which is going to be 6 months of overhaul, they're estimating, and another 10 years, they estimate, to get back to the point that they were at just a couple months ago before these major hurricanes. Earthquakes, hurricanes is a major thing that's going on and will probably continue. Something that we may talk about in this workshop is major weather. Again, you know, Scorpio and Capricorn are the major powerhouse player transformers, big grow up signs of maturing and coming into our power and strength. And so having Jupiter and Scorpio and Saturn and Capricorn simultaneously this next year is going to be a big shift going on these next couple months that's really inviting us into real life, real world situations and coming into our maturity. And so in this workshop, I'm going to go in depth in terms of how these two major transits are going to be affecting us, both in the big picture, outer world experience, but also in terms of our own individual and personal experiences as well. But I do believe that we can be experiencing some foreshadowing ever since this last eclipse in Leo about a month ago. And it is this time of really initiating ourselves into the work that is going to be really required by all of us as a collective that will be going on for the next several years. And so that will be the subject of our forthcoming workshop, and I look forward to seeing you there who will be in live attendance. And I look forward to connecting with the rest of you in the next astrology forecast, which should hopefully be coming out next week. So thanks for the opportunity to experiment and try out this YouTube Live. We'll see how it uploads and goes. And I'm wishing you absolutely all the best in these very productive and healing and lots, you know, very rich with opportunity, though involving our work and getting down to business type of period. So I'll see you on the flip side. Take care.